Hey guys, I am back and I'm here to inform you guys that Healing and I had a discussion and she is in a much better place than she was earlier, and so am I. Um, for the ladies who were in the chat earlier, Shamika and Cassie, if you guys come back in, I'd like to address some things with you all, okay? Um, Healing, if you're out there, come back on up on the panel. But again, I had a discussion with Healing, and she's doing fine right now. All is well on this side. I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if you guys come in. If not, I'll go ahead on and leave this little update up just to let you know that everything is okay on this side, and all is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. If Healing is out there, can you please come back up on the panel just for a few minutes? I just want to update my little community, about where we are right now. Okay, there you are.
Hey,
Okay,
Miss
there you
Fresh, I'm
go.
here. I'm here. Yes, ma'am. What I
Good,
did
good.
was that other account because of all the other stuff. I just went on and just closed it out completely and just start over fresh.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am. I was like, let me just create a new one real quick and come back.
Okay,
Because all of that stuff. You and I are great. I'm fine with everybody. Like I said,
yeah.
as far as she's concerned,
And so
yeah.
that's basically what I just wanted to let everybody know. Even if
And I
they
don't want
don't
him to be
come
able to
up,
locate me either. So, you know.
even if, yeah, even if, but I don't think anybody's going to be out there looking for you.
I hope not
Um,
because I don't want to deal with him or his panel anymore.
oh
Like I
yeah,
told him earlier, you know
right.
what you do with that invitation, right? You and your panel both shut it. I don't want no part. So I'm sorry.
So like I was saying, I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
wanted to update the people in my community
Yes, ma'am.
about what's going on right now and how you're doing right now, because we all had concerns for you earlier. And
You're
even
such a
if nobody
blessing.
show up right now, they'll get a chance to watch the replay of this live.
Yes, ma'am.
They get a chance to see that you're okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm okay as well.
Yes, ma'am. You're really a blessing today. Like you said, everything happens for a reason, and
Yes,
I'm glad that God allowed you and I to speak today. And that really means a lot. And like I said,
yes,
even with Shamika earlier, that meant a lot. I didn't realize that Shamika actually cared like that, and that was why
yes,
she was really frustrated and why she
yeah.
went off. I didn't realize that until she said that. She's
She
like, we
does
were looking
care.
out. Yeah, she was like, we were looking out for you, and you went back over there. And I was like,
Yeah,
wow, I didn't realize that you guys cared. Like, I didn't know she cared like that.
yeah,
I didn't know that, and so that meant a lot today to me for her to say that. So,
yeah.
my hats off to her, and I respect her. Period. She'll always have my respect from here on out.
Great, great.
And even the thing that you were telling me, that that Cassie said, about you know um trying to make sure I'm okay and all of that stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate Cassie for that. I really
Yes.
do. So no
Well,
harm, no foul. I will apologize to this entire community. I have no
yes.
place here to
As a
apologize.
as
I
I
don't
was
have a
saying
problem.
earlier,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ava,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
the women, and I want you to get to that place too. And if you stay connected to me, I'm gonna make sure you get there.
I'm going nowhere. You got me for life.
You you're good, because even though all women, we take on so much weight in this world
Yes.
that sometimes we don't have the proper outlet. Sometimes we don't even have the proper support when we're going through.
Mhm.
And so that's why I believe in lifting up women,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know?
We're the most unprotected.
We are.
If you can say. Yes.
I don't care, white,
Absolutely.
black, Mexican, Asian, Japanese.
We all.
We are.
Absolutely.
We absolutely need sisterhood.
Absolutely.
We need it. It's a must.
Absolutely.
And so that's why, certain people will say, well, when I speak, you should listen. If you listen, you will learn. And so that's why I say, when someone is speaking, I not only listen with my ears, but I also listen with my heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
If follow his own advice with that, though, because he did not listen to you.
but when you listen with your heart, you can hear clearer.
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
Because I can listen to what anybody says
Yes, ma'am.
and just off the top of my head take it as what they say. But if I'm listening with my heart, I'ma feel where they coming from.
Right.
And so because of that, I'm slow to react.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm glad I was slow to react. I'm glad I was slow to react, because in me being slow to react, it caused us to be able to have this healing session.
Yes. I really appreciate you today so much. I really, really do. And like I said, I appreciate Shamika. I really do. Like I really appreciate her saying like this and we cared about you. It wasn't about me. We literally cared.
Right.
We didn't want you over there with craziness.
Right.
Like she really genuinely cared, and that's why like my anger wasn't coming out of meanness, it was out of frustration, because we literally were trying to protect you.
Right.
And so when she said it like that, it's like, man, like I had no idea. I can't do nothing but respect that.
Yeah.
She came to me on her grown woman today, and she was so respectful and kind. She didn't have to do that today and speak the words that she did today. So I have nothing but absolute respect to her for that.
Yeah.
And also, when Cassie being concerned enough to tell you, hey, that what you told us about making sure I'm alright, and I can do nothing but absolutely respect her for that.
Yeah.
And just also tell her what I said earlier about all these folks in this community. Like I have to be honest and say, of everybody. Yeah, she does come with me. Even when I was mad, I can't deny that.
Yeah.
I say she don't come with receipts on the case, but she do. Out of everybody.
She does.
She does. So
I mean, I know they get mad at me because I call her the queen of research.
Well, she really is, though.
she's the queen of research. She will go that extra 21 miles.
Yep. And she's pulling out money out of her pocket to
she's not gonna feed her community of people a bunch of garbage, and that's what I respect about Cassie.
And she's spending it, and I've listened to where she spent money literally getting different when she's getting the unedited stuff, and she's in the hard drive and the this and that. She's spending her own money. She ain't coming online begging and asking for cash out to get it. She's spending like her money.
That's
out
right.
Her own pocket.
That's right.
I mean, I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna have to be honest about that. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't on there begging for cash out like other people.
Cassie knows how I feel about her.
Right.
All of the ladies that I associate with, Catherine, Shamika, Cassie, and a certain other individual as well, but I won't say her name right now. But she's never done me anything.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's why I say it's always a good idea that grown women can do this.
Right.
We're able to separate our relationships. I love Shamika B. If I knew where she was, I would probably hang out with her.
Yes, ma'am.
I really do love her. I look at her as being a younger sister that I don't have. Okay?
Right.
But I do have other sisters, but I'm just using that as an analogy.
Example, right? You love her just as much.
Exactly. Right. Catherine she's a very wise individual, and she's about her money.
Right. Well,
And Cassie is just a boss. She just straight up a boss. I can't even fake it. Cassie
Miss
is
Fred.
she
Miss
she
Fred.
is
Uh-oh.
like my grandfather used to
I
say.
don't know where it just happened.
When they made Cassie, they broke the mold.
Miss Fresh.
She's in a class all of her own. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I don't know what just happened. Miss Fresh, can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Can you unmute yourself, maybe? I can't hear you.
Got disconnected, I think.
Ava, if you can hear me, go out and come back in.
I don't know what happened.
Go out and come back in if you can hear me.
Oh.
Catherine, if you can hear me, put something in the chat for me, please.
Miss Fresh.
I could hear you.
Oh my God, I don't know what just happened.
Okay. She can't hear. She's going to have to come back in. Catherine, would you like to come up for a few minutes? Copy. Man, I'm not good with this stuff. This is just not what I do. Okay.
Miss
All
Fresh,
right.
I'm so sorry. My phone
Okay.
disconnected. My husband was calling just then, and
Okay, I'm fixing to add
didn't click
Cat.
over for him. I'm gonna call him right back, and if it's okay, I'm gonna come right back in once I'm off.
Okay, that's fine. I'll speak with Catherine while
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
out.
I actually saw what she said, and I appreciate her for that. I do.
Yeah,
I just want to make peace. I just do. It was just a lot that I didn't know concerning
yeah,
the individual you and I discussed. I didn't know. I
right.
just didn't. I just really felt bad for her.
Okay,
But I would never put myself in a situation like that again. Never. But I will give you guys a call right back. I'm going to call my husband real quick, and I'll give you guys a call right back. I'm
that's
sorry.
fine.
I'll jump right back on. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Catherine, I just wanted to let everybody know that she was okay, because I know we left on a sour note. So that's why I came back in. I just wanted to be, this is just a little brief live to let everybody know that she's okay.
Well,
She's in a good place.
Well, thank you, because I know that everybody will worry about that.
I know.
I was, because I came in when everybody was yelling. I came back
Right.
in, and I was like, I told Cass, I was like, I was gone for 30 minutes, and everybody's yelling now. Oh my gosh, everybody
Yeah.
okay? So yeah, and I know she was concerned, and I'm sure Shamika and everybody else was concerned too. That was
Yeah. Well, I actually did read a text from Cassie saying that I should get off live. I hadn't seen it earlier, but when I saw it, what I did was I went back into this StreamYard thing, and I deleted that video from earlier, and also all of the other videos that I might have put out that could have been offensive to Ava.
To let you know, next time when you're on a stream, like even right now, you go to, you look at the right top, and there's a little, I think it's where the little icon is. You can bring it down, and you can change it from private to public. So you can do it that way, because I've actually streamed with Cassie and other people and made it you make it public so those people can come inside, and then you can just make it private and nobody will be able to see it.
Right. So that's at the top where the StreamYard icon is, where that little red button is.
There's something that drops down. It may be a line, or it may be something up there. You can make it. I haven't done it in a while, so I can't remember what it was like. But it's on the right top. You can make it. I think it's above the chat. I'm trying to think.
Where it says edit?
Maybe. It's the thing that drops down.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Okay, yeah. You can make it private.
Okay.
Now, Now, I would sit there and even if you send the link to somebody like a messenger or something, you still need to keep it public because sometimes they still have, trouble getting in or whatever. So just keep it public and then you can put it on private. And it'll be
Right.
like it was never on there.
I don't know how to send a link, Catherine. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how to do that.
No, I do appreciate you doing this, and I want to say that, and I'll say this myself because we talked about different things, and it was more of how I guess she talked to other people and everything, and I may have said something that offended her too, and if I did, I apologize. I can admit that. Um, but I do. I'm glad to see that she's okay, and I hope that she, will come back and talk with us other times too. I mean, we are, a group of caring ladies and people, no matter what anybody wants to say, and we're the type of people that care about each other as friends, and we ride or die with our friends. We don't sit there and backstab and do all that mess.
Right. Right. I just. Oh, you're back, Ava. Okay, let me add you.
Yes,
All
ma'am. Hey,
right.
I'm here. I'm
So now.
talking about. Okay, yes. My my husband had called, and so it's not everything all completely, I guess, on my end when when the call was coming in.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. So I was like, okay, let me just call him back.
Ava,
But it not
I
me
don't know if
completely off.
I don't know if you heard me, Ava, but I wanted to say that if I'd ever said anything in the past to offend you in one of Cassie's lives or anything, and I'm not excusing it, I'm just saying because of the way something was reacted to or something like that, I apologize if I ever offended you or said anything. But it's like I was telling Dana that, we're a caring group of women that, we're here for each other. We don't backstab. We don't sit there and talk about each other behind our back negatively. We are here for each other,
Right,
and we take up for each other,
right.
and that, we stick with each other. And, you know, there's been times where Dana took up and said things about me, took up for me, and she didn't know about it until weeks
After
later.
the fact, right,
Right. Right.
Yeah.
right,
And,
right,
the same with Cassie and everybody else. It's a strong group of women, and I appreciate that. I
right,
appreciate having that.
Me
right,
too.
right.
I
Well, I
appreciate you
want to
guys
say,
as well because we feed off of one another. You know, we never know how each other's day is going, but we can jump on live and have a conversation even if we're not up on the panel, but if we're participating in the chat room, then that lifts us up.
right,
You
right,
know,
right,
we have a shoulder to lean on, so to speak.
right, right. Miss Catherine, I'll be the
Yes,
first to
ma'am.
apologize to you as well. Like I told Miss Dana, she and I have talked now for a couple of hours, and I've shared a whole lot of things that was going on behind the scenes that nobody knew concerning a
I'm
certain
sorry.
individual.
What was
I'll just, but honestly, um, when
Excuse me.
I came initially came to everybody, it wasn't out of like to be disrespectful. I'm literally getting a phone call of this girl in hysterics. Talking about Cassie gave my address out and my grandkids and are here and Rashawn Mitchell mom may come to my house and blah 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 and this she put us in danger and I mean the girl cried like somebody had like somebody had died. And so
Yeah.
I honestly, honest to God on my life, like I really honestly, because I've been a supporter of Cassie's for a long time. She just probably didn't remember me because I went by a different name back then, you know. So I thought like, okay, well, I get along with both of y'all, so how about like maybe I can, get y'all to, talk to each other and make peace or not about them making lives together or none of that. But see, I didn't know the history behind what was going on. I didn't, you know. eh, Miss Rich said herself about how she throws rocks and hides her hands. And see, she'll get all innocent and cry and make all her supporters think that she's been done wrong. And even still, like I didn't want to pick sides. I just wanted everybody to make peace. I
Yeah.
honestly did, you know. And there were things that went on behind the scenes that you guys didn't know about. Miss Rich tell you, I sat here for hours telling her, like, I literally, I sent Nia money for electricity bill. She told me she hadn't ate. Can you send me some money for a piece of burger I hadn't even eaten, and all this kind of stuff. I'm
Oh
sending
my
money.
God.
Yes, ma'am. I promise on my life. My husband was so mad. He was like, you know what? This girl ain't your friend. She's using you. It got to the
Yeah.
point my sons hated when she called because it was money. If you go back and look at the last live I did with her, the one before that, she asked everybody on the chat, should I ask for money? Should I put my cash app up? Everybody put a one in the chat. Blah 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 blah. All those people that put a one, you think anybody sent anything? I was the only one that did. And when she got that money, do you know she tried to embarrass me in that chat in front of everyone? And she had the nerve to call me on the phone. She wanted Tiffany Draper's number. When I wouldn't give it to her, she acted a fool. Even though I was mad at Tiffany for calling me out my name, I would not give Tiffany's personal information. And she also blamed what her supporters don't know. She blames all her supporters for her and Cassie's issues. She blamed us. She let it come out of her mouth that day. And when I tell you, I went off and I told her entire a new one, and I hung up on them because they both thought that they were going to call and talk crazy to me. No, and I cut them off. This was prior to all of this stuff happening. So you see, you guys didn't even know I had already cut Nia off. So when Nia got on there to my where's AB? Ava, I hadn't heard from my sister. She's a lie. That was a whole friend. Just like that memorial she did. I had no parts in that. And God can strike me dead right now if I'm lying. I had no parts in that. None. That's why I was going absolutely to her. I had no parts in that. Why am I helping you and sending you money behind the scenes to help you when when like and being a scam with you? I'm sending you money helping you. Money that I really can't afford to necessarily give to you, but I have. You lied about an electricity bill. And I asked you, was it back on? Because you said you had no lights. You said no. Well, when you and Tiffany got into it on that live and Tiffany clowned you about your lights and about your apartment, you looked around twice and flicked your lights on. But wait, you just told me you had none. So it's like
Mhm.
I got used. And it's my fault at the end of the day. It's mine. I
And
just was trying to be a good
I
friend. I
understand you saying
was.
it's your fault. I understand you saying it's your fault because you allowed it, but at the same time, it wasn't right, you know, and it's uncalled for. It wasn't right. And I don't know how much Dana told you about my situation.
No, 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 she didn't.
But,
She just said that you were a good friend. You're like a sister to her, and she spoke very highly of you, very highly of all
well,
of you
thank you.
guys. So yeah,
Thank you, Dana. But um,
nothing negative about at all has come out of Miss Dana's mouth at all. Period. I'm gonna be straight up. She really hasn't. She's been nothing but kind on this phone to me today. So I'm gonna be straight up. I don't mind telling nobody that. And like I told her, anything I say, I can repeat. Same thing I said about Edward over there. I have no problem because I said it to him today, and he ain't responding and said nothing. No, you don't got to give me an invitation to your panel anymore. The way you acted a fool last night, you used to doing that to women, but I'm not the one you gonna do it to. My
uh-uh.
husband wants to beat his ass right now. My
Well,
husband woke up still mad this morning, so
on Cassie's other channel, she made a video. There's a video about it if you want to go back and watch it.
okay.
Where we it's not on her main channel, it's on her other channel.
Hmm.
But um because I don't want to go in deep detail because it's a lot to talk about. But
If it's by Gabrielle,
I,
I already know because she's
I
supporting
can't,
Nia now. So,
I can't. Yeah, I heard about that, and
oh yes,
you
I
know,
was floored. As mad as
mm,
I've been at Cassie, and I'm not no more, because I have to say, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but as mad as I had been at her, when I saw that, I was kind of floored. Like, wait, but I thought you guys were like very close. Like I wouldn't even do that. Like you ran straight to the nemesis over here. So then, what does that say about you and the friendship? You ran over there so quick. How do you do that? That's not right. Not right at all. And I have no problem seeing that. It ain't right. even as mad as I was. But I'm gonna be honest with you. After the consideration that Cassie had behind the scenes today to Miss Fresh concerning me and my well being and my feelings today, I got respect for her. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna say that this is my best advice, and the best thing I can say is because I know you probably heard a lot of stuff, but don't judge until you watch that video if you want to watch it, or and if you're hear something about somebody,
Mhm.
go and ask them first
Okay.
before believing, because I'm gonna tell you, I cared, and you can ask Dana, anybody. I
Mhm.
cared a lot about Gabby.
I know.
I
I
was,
could tell. I could tell. I could tell.
and when that happened that night, that scared the ever living bejesus out of me. I was scared.
Right. I could hear the concern in your voice, though. I could hear it, and
I
I
mean,
saw the things
even
that
now
you were
I get
saying
teared
too.
up. I mean, I
Yeah.
get teared up now just thinking about it. I mean, it scared me.
Right.
And to sit there and say that I'm stupid or that I'm ridiculous or whatever words was used to care like that, that says a lot about that
Wait a
person.
minute. So I didn't hear that part. She said, "What now? That you were stupid for caring about her?"
Yeah, it was. I can't remember her exact words, and I don't know if Dana remembers, but
Whoa.
But basically, I was put down for
Caring.
caring.
Right.
Whoa. Wow. I'm not
Do
that. I
you
didn't.
remember how it was worded, Dana?
No, I don't. I can't lie to you and say that I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, it's
Uh,
on Cassie's video on the text. It showed in the text that she said
wow.
I was acting ridiculous and that she didn't say dumb. She said something else, but
Hi,
basically I was
Charlize.
stupid.
Charlize, do you have something you'd like to say?
I
Cause
remember Charlize.
you can come up
And
on
I
the
used to
panel
speak
if you
all
want
the
to.
time on Nia's channel. Yeah. Because I was so sad when she left. And I was like, but Nia would never say why. And once I found out why, I'm like, oh, okay. So you pulled the okie doke on somebody else, too. Yeah, you're going to keep losing supporters. And what kills me is the fact that she sat there and talked all this noise about our truth, but she won't tell our truth none of that. She ran to her and lied like somebody did her wrong. And that's not the truth. Tell the truth, Nia. And by the way, tell her all the stuff you said. Tell her how you said that you felt like she was running your channel, and but yeah, she told me to screen you because she didn't trust it, and then got mad at me for making you a moderator. Blah 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 blah. This is me. She tried to run my chat, so you know I'm tired of her. Ain't got nothing for her. All this kind of different stuff. Why don't you tell her that as well? And then on top of that, tell her about the money. Tell about the money that I kept sending you to help you, that you lied under the pretenses of why you leave.
Well, I just wanted to say real quick because I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to say I'm glad that you're feeling better, Ava, and I'm
Yes,
glad that everything is calmed over. And
Yeah.
it's
so
like
am
I
I.
had told, it's like I told Dana before you came back up that
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope to see you in other, in more streams of Dana's and
the other ones, I hope you stick around. I do, I
If you
really do.
guys, if everyone is accepting, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with speaking on the situation. I have no problem with apologizing to anyone. I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any problem making peace with nobody. I don't. Not at all. You
You
know?
won't be happy in life if you can't make peace. You won't.
Right.
But
Right.
thank you, Miss Dana, for letting me come up here. I need to go ahead and get off here because I got to work early in the morning. I'm still in training.
And thank you for your encouraging words, Miss Catherine. I really appreciate that.
And
When I
thank you,
say
Ava.
you guys have actually been a rock for me today, so thank you. Because I was having a breakdown from last night.
Mhm.
Seriously,
I'm glad Miss Dana got to talk with you.
she
I'm really glad Miss Dana got to talk with you and calm you down.
she did, yeah. And even what Cassie said to her concerning me, I appreciate that too. And Shamika B, even she and I got a chance to talk and clear it. And I didn't understand that when she was upset, that it was coming from a place of concern. It wasn't that she was mad at me. She was upset with the fact, like, why did you go back over there to them when we over here trying to protect you from that?
Yeah, it's easy to
And I didn't, and
misunderstand somebody when you
yeah,
don't really know them that well.
right. And I didn't know that that's what it was about until she said it today. And when she said that, I could do nothing but respect her for that. And she and I both apologized to one another, and I'm good. I respect her, and I respect you. I respect Miss Fresh. I respect y'all. And this is water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned. And I have no problem saying that to anyone. This is water under the bridge for me. As far as her though, no, like I told Miss Fresh, I would never do her ever again. Like no, she got on and pretended like she didn't know what was going on, and she hadn't heard from me, and this and this. You know what was going on. Don't get on here and pretend like you were concerned. You knew exactly what was going on prior to, and not just that. My son went off on you and hung up in your face. So you knew exactly what was going on, but you got on here and pretended and lied. So stop it. And then you made a memorial talking about for me. What? Lady, are you serious? Who does that? No. Mm-mm. So, but yeah, I'm okay. Yes, I appreciate you, Miss Fresh. I appreciate you guys. I do. I really do. I don't know what just happened. I think it went out again. Jeez.